Yeah, welcome back to the studio. Well, if you just tuned in, the program is still Good Morning Abuja. And in the studio this morning, we have an author in the studio. Together, we'll be talking about the reading culture in Nigeria. You and I know that there is a common saying that if you want to hide something from the black man, then put it into writing. Well, how true is this? Mr. Fabian Agomago is here to do justice to that topic. And we'll also be talking about the reading culture in Nigeria. Good morning, Mr. Fabian.
Morning.
Thank you for coming to the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've just said something that if you want to hide something from the black man, you put it into writing. Question number one. So, question number two, how did it all start?
I honestly do not believe that if you want to hide something from the black man, it's like
Okay.
that was a cliche that people used to say always. But right now, I don't think it's possible because we read. If we don't read, why do we have professors? Why do we have doctors? Why do we have lecturers? Why do we have other people from different professions? If we don't read, how do we get about that? But I don't think it's true. I totally disagree.
Wow. Okay, so what inspired you? You wrote a book, The God's Advocate. What inspired that?
Yeah, the God's Advocate was inspired because I wanted to tell my African story and also to dispel this rumor of Africans
Don't read.
That's why I wrote it.
Okay.
God's Advocate.
Okay. Well, looking at it, yeah, I was going to say the gods it's supposed to be like small G, and this one has big G. So what's
So we
that?
wanted to capture the audience. That's why if you look at the heading, all the writing is in capital.
Oh, okay.
We're actually talking about African gods.
Oh, okay. African gods. So
Yeah.
that's why it's
That's why
okay.
God's Advocate. You know, an advocate is somebody who speaks on your behalf. And the advocate, the African society, usually is the native doctor, the priest. That
Okay.
God's
Yes.
Yeah.
They speak on behalf of the gods. The gods listen to them, they talk to the gods and get back to us. So they're advocates that the gods advocate.
Okay, so looking at the reading culture in Nigeria, starting from primary schools, secondary schools, and usually we have reading clubs and all that,
Yeah.
just to encourage the youth, especially to read. How do you think you writing this book now would encourage youths out there to actually read the book?
A lot, because my book is educating,
Okay.
it's entertaining. So when a book is educating, it's entertaining, it's enlightening, definitely people want to read that book.
I would think maybe because of the soft copies now, because most people deal with soft copy
Yes.
Yes.
books
Some
and all
people
that.
prefer soft copy, but
Okay.
some people still like the
Hard copy.
Copies.
because let's say it's a generational change. The younger ones prefer the soft copy.
Oh, the young
Yes.
So we are trying to encourage them now to actually read.
Yeah, if you want to encourage them to actually read, do what we're already doing by making sure these soft copies are available. You talk about reading club. We have to resuscitate reading club in school
Okay.
because this reading club they help to build the culture of reading. Another problem we're having that affecting reading seriously is lack of quality libraries.
Okay.
Exactly.
Libraries are in Abuja here. How many libraries we have?
Yeah.
Have you gone to the National Library? We need more. I think National Library should have branches all over the state, just like NTAs in all over the state.
Yeah.
We should have national branches of National Library all over the state. There has to be an enabling environment for people to read. If you make it difficult for them to read, how can you accuse them of not reading?
Wow. Okay, so talking about not having enough libraries, let's say, for instance, you're given an opportunity to do more. What would that be? On creating more libraries.
Yeah, if I'm given an opportunity to do more, first of all, I will even start with mobile library. All the areas that I know they don't have library. I could have a motorized library where people can go from place to place. Today they go to this place, they go with their library, they announce, people will come, people will go into the vehicle, they will read, they will entertain them. Even authors can even go with them to read their book to them for their understanding. From that motorized library, I've already built their interest in reading. That's when I will now start talking about building libraries in all those places. Aside that, we can also leverage on the internet facility. If I can just have an internet in a particular place, then reading online becomes possible. They can read ebook. So those are the things that we can do to create reading.
Okay, so I've noticed that many authors, including yourself, have moved from normal reading into digital aspect of reading. Do you think this is a good way forward? And how do you think this is helping the youth, especially in Nigeria?
Yeah, it's a very, very good way forward because a situation where you don't need to go and start going to the physical library. You go to the physical library to go and look for books to read. Sometimes it can discourage. But the fact that you can just stay in your room online, you just go to the website, you type the name of the book, it comes out, you start reading it. It will encourage you because it means that the book is always available. Let's even assume you don't even have the money to buy the hard copy. The fact that you have an internet facility, you will always, always, always have books available.
Don't you think if we go digital in everything, then there will never be a library?
Exactly.
No. We have e-library and we have the physical library. They're both library.
Okay.
So we cannot discriminate. So it just depends on the user's preference. The older people prefer hard copy, while the younger ones prefer the soft copy.
We prefer the hard copy.
Yes.
They prefer the hard copy. They prefer the
soft copy.
Okay,
So
everywhere
it has to be made available for
as long as you are reading
everybody. It has to be carried along.
yeah.
Both the old and the young have to be carried along.
Exactly.
Both the book and hard copy, they're all okay and encouraged.
So you've been an author. I know there are some challenges you've encountered because just as you said now, some people are saying the soft copy, the hard copy, and all that. So being an author, how has it been?
Well, it has not been too bad, but I think the greatest challenge we as authors, especially Nigerian authors, have is marketing of our book. That is promotion. It's very expensive to promote your book.
Wow.
It's very, very expensive to promote your book.
Really?
And if people don't know that the book exists, how can they buy it?
Exactly.
They can't buy. So you must promote your book, and if you don't have the finance to promote your book, it means that the book you have written will just be there and might eventually die with you. Because people cannot buy what they don't know exists.
Exactly.
So it's promotion that's the greatest challenge.
Okay, so lastly, what advice do you have for young aspiring Nigerians who also wish to be authors like you?
For young aspiring Nigerians, I will tell them, when you want to be an author, please don't be an author because you want to make money.
Exactly. It's not about the money.
It's not about the money.
Exactly.
Let it be an interest, your hobby, your vocation,
A passion.
your passion. It's not about the money because I always say, always tell young aspiring authors, you must have something doing. Let writing just be on the side so that you will not be all about the money. Because if it's all about the money, you'll be disappointed and you definitely stop writing. So don't make money your number one priority.
Okay. Let passion be the first.
Let passion be your number one priority. And when passion is your number one priority and you try to promote the book, if people now accept your book, especially when you do a good job. And another thing is that another thing I notice about young authors is that when they write their book, they don't go for professionals. You need a professional to edit your book. You need a professional to do your cover page.
But is that also not expensive?
Yeah, it's expensive, but it just has to be. It just has to be, because if you don't do that, nobody wants to buy a book. Nobody wants to spend his money on something that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people are paying for it, so they have to get the best. So you must try your best. So if you feel you don't have the money, you can look for a sponsor. It's not compulsory that you must publish your book. We also have companies, we have companies, some very big companies that you can actually send your book to. If they like it, they will do everything for you. They will publish, they will promote.
Wow, that's a good one. Good one. Yeah, so I don't think
Gladys, how many books have you read in your life?
like you might, I don't know, literature, you have to read so much. So I'm a literature student and I was able to read so much. In fact, it's just that sometimes you don't have time. Because I still love reading. But now, it's
When was the last time you read?
at least I open my phone today to be able to see the headlines.
That's what I'm reading actually.
E-reading. That's e-reading.
That's you reading, exactly. So I'm reading. I'm not letting the culture die. Thank you for coming on the program today. Like, you've encouraged us to actually keep
Yes,
reading, and even the young ones, telling us not, telling them,
See who's talking.
telling them to keep reading and make sure those that have the passion for it, not to make money their priority. They should actually make passion their priority. Yeah, thanks for coming
you
on the
so much.
program.